This in-service video will take you through the features and functions of the Behringer Care4 suction regulator. The Care4 is the world's first 4-mode suction control, allowing you to safely standardize your suction equipment throughout your entire hospital. From your emergency department to your OR, to your PACU, your ICUs and step-down units, you can use the same suction regulator throughout your entire hospital. Always use a collection canister system in between the patient and the suction regulator. This prevents inadvertent fluid intrusion into the unit. In the unlikely event this unit is flooded, it's very easily cleaned and sterilized and returned to service. Behringer regulator is the only one supported by a validated reprocessing means to ensure safety for your patients as well as continued use of these units. Competitive units typically recommend you dispose of them when flooded. This is an added benefit of the Behringer suction regulators. As with all Behringer suction regulators, there's a large control knob on the front of the unit. By adjusting this knob counterclockwise, similar to how you would do oxygen air flow meters, tank valves, and faucets, you'll adjust the level of suction. The gauge on the unit is visible from 180 degrees and has 4 distinct ranges: 0 to 80 in green, 80 to 120 in yellow, the most common adult ranges, 120 to 200 in orange, and greater than 200 in red. The Care4 regulator is factory limited to 200 millimeters of mercury in both the continuous and intermittent modes. So if a clinician were to inadvertently adjust the knob counterclockwise fully, the unit would be stopped at 200. This is something not found on competitive units. We'll return this unit to 100 millimeters of mercury now to demonstrate the precision and accuracy of Behringer controls. With a 14 French catheter attached to the system, whether that catheter is open or occluded, you'll see this unit continues to deliver the same level of suction. And once again, whether this unit's in the continuous or intermittent mode, you'll have that same level of suction. This is a feature we call setting memory. Most clinicians forget to occlude a catheter before applying it to a patient. With the Behringer regulator, this is not a concern, given the high flow and precision nature of these controls. In the regulated mode, this will apply 0 to 200 millimeters worth of continuous suction. This is appropriate for any intervention that requires continuous adult regulated suction, such as oral care, chest drainage, closed suction catheters, or other routine adult interventions. By rotating the control knob one click, you'll go to intermit. These units will start off in the off mode during intermittent suction. These are factory set to 8 seconds on, 4 seconds off for precision nasogastric drainage. For nasogastric drainage, you want to make sure that the collection canister is 12 to 18 inches above the catheter tip of the patient. This encourages reflux to allow for continuous uninterrupted drainage of the nasogastric space. Once again, any adjustments made in the intermittent mode will be the same as they are in continuous. And this unit's factory limited to 200 millimeters of mercury, so you don't inadvertently apply high vacuum to your nasogastric circuits. The Care4 is Behringer's only suction regulator that allows you to provide full-line suction on an intermittent regulator. Full-line suction is high-flow, unregulated suction directly from your central suction supply. In most hospitals, this is typically 500 millimeters or more worth of vacuum. On competitive units, a clinician can inadvertently switch from off to full-line without any indication of them. On the Behringer unit, if you're not skilled in how to put this into full-line mode, you cannot inadvertently put it into full-line mode, as there's a safety interlock to prevent you from going there. To put it in full-line mode, withdraw on the control knob and continue to rotate it towards you. In this mode, once again, you're applying high-flow, unregulated vacuum. This would be appropriate for emergency airway clearance, surgical field clearance, or bedside bronchoscopies. To take it out of line mode, just rotate it back into continuous. And once again, unless you withdraw on the control knob to defeat the safety interlock, you cannot inadvertently put this unit back in a line. This is a safety feature found only on Behringer suction regulators. Thank you for the time to take care to learn the Behringer Care4 suction regulator.